Well, it's that time of the year again, guys. Oh yeah, it's movie guide time. Anyway, how are you guys doing? What's up? How's everybody feeling? Did everybody enjoy 2015? Well, I hope you did, because now we're in 2016, and it's already time to start thinking 2016 movies. I know, we didn't even get the Oscars yet. Okay, and we're still talking about some great films that came out in 2015. It's insane. But we have to say goodbye to the old and welcome the new, and that is 2016 movies, and that, guys, is what I'm going to be talking about in this video today. Guys, this has essentially become a tradition on my channel. I will be on YouTube as of 4 years by the end of this month. Whoa. Okay, something that I always do at the beginning of every year, apart from doing a tribute video to the best films of the previous year, which is currently up. You guys can check that out if you'd like to. I edited together a tribute or montage of my favorite movies of 2015. That's out on my channel. You can check that out. Another video that I always post at the beginning of the month of January of a new year is the upcoming year's movie guide video, where I talk about the most anticipated movies of the upcoming year. In this case, this is January. In this case, this is 2016's movie guide video. I have lists, guys. I have 2 sheets of yellow paper, one filled front and back, the other I just ran out of space, and I am going to be talking 2016 movies. Now keep in mind, guys, I just want to make this clear. These are movies that we already know about. So, for example, the first few months of 2016, there's at least 6 or more movies each month that I'm going to be talking about, because we already know about these movies. But then when you get to, like, September, I only have 2 movies to talk about. August, I'm only talking about 1 movie. That's because there's not a lot of movies that we know about. Like, there are a lot of, like, especially, like, a lot of, like, Oscar contenders. They are going to start coming out. We're going to start hearing about them in the summer, and that's when I'll do my fall in 2015 movie guide video. At the end of summer 2016, I'll do my fall, winter 2016 movie guide, and then that'll talk more about the Oscar contenders and whatnot. This is really just basically the beginning of the year and a look at the end of this year, okay? So yeah, I went online and I wrote down every single big movie that I noticed that was coming out. And I'm going to talk about all of them. And at the end, I'm going to reveal my top 5 most anticipated movies of 2016. I always do that in these movie guide videos. It's another tradition of mine to reveal the movies I am the most psyched to see. So, without further ado, let's get to it. Let's knock January right off, because there's probably going to be some crap. So I'm shooting this video on January 8th. It's a Friday. So next Friday, we have 2 movies that are coming out. One of them is Michael Bay's newest movie. By the way, the man who was just confirmed for Transformers 5. He's going to be directing Transformers 5. People aren't happy about that. So, oh boy. And that's coming out next year. But anyway, back to 2016. Michael Bay's newest movie is 13 Hours, The Secret Soldiers of Benghazi, based on a true story. You know what? It looks like your standard biopic war movie, but just directed by Michael Bay. I definitely would like to see it, I think. I really hope that it's actually better than it looks, and it's better than how people look at Michael Bay's movies, so I don't know. Hope for the best for that. Then we also have Ride Along 2, the sequel to Ride Along, which didn't we just get Ride Along in 2014, and we already got a sequel to it? Do you want to know why? Because I literally just saw this on the news. Ride Along 1 made $150 million, I believe, domestically. That's why we have Ride Along 2. Now, I didn't see the first one, so I can't shit on the second one, but Ice Cube and Kevin Hart are back. If you like the first Ride Along, go see Ride Along 2. Coming out on January 22nd is a movie that I don't think it's going to be good because it's coming out in January, number 1. But it's such a shame because it's going to waste a total veteran actor in Robert De Niro. And that is Dirty Grandpa, starring Zac Efron and De Niro. I think it's about this grandson and grandfather who go on like a road trip, and De Niro's supposed to be all cool and everything, you know, talking to college girls and whatnot. Aubrey Plaza looks incredibly hot, whatever. I don't know. It just, I don't think it's going to be that good, but it'll be amazing if it actually turns out to be a surprise for this year. Then we have at the end of the month, January 29th, we have the 3rd film in this series from DreamWorks. That is Kung Fu Panda 3. That's right, I haven't even seen the second one. I love the first Kung Fu Panda, though. I really love that movie. Definitely one of DreamWorks' strongest. I've not seen the second one, so I don't intend to see the third one, but I know a lot of people are probably going to be excited for it. I don't know why it's coming out in January, not in the summer. Maybe because the summer's really crowded. Anyway, moving on to February. I only have 3 movies to talk about in February. The rest either look meh or I don't really know a lot about. So first one up is the Coen brothers' newest movie, and you would really think that this would come out toward Oscar season, right? Because it's the Coen brothers. But it's coming out February 5th. We have the Coen's new movie, Hail Caesar. Okay, has an all-star cast. It's a period piece set in the 50s. We got George Clooney, Josh Brolin, Scarlett Johansson, Channing Tatum. It looks amazing. The trailers are awesome. Definitely a movie I cannot wait to see. I will be seeing that opening day, hopefully. It really looks good. Coen's, they're not going to disappoint, I don't think. Coming out on February 12th, the first of like 7 comic book movies we're getting this year. This is going to be the year for comic book movies for sure. And that is Deadpool. Ryan Reynolds is back as Deadpool. Yes, we got a taste of him in X-Men Origins Wolverine. Didn't work out that well. They are, however, going forward with an R-rated, Marvel-produced and everything Deadpool with Ryan Reynolds back in the lead role. I've seen the Red Band trailers. They didn't do it all that for me. And I know a lot of people are out there are Deadpool fans, so they're really hyping this movie up. I'm going to go see it. I'm not crazy hyping it up, but maybe I'll have a good time watching it. I hope so. That's Deadpool coming out the 12th. Also coming out on February 12th is a sequel to a comedy that came out I don't know when. I haven't seen the original film. I just know Ben Stiller's in it, and that is Zoolander 2. Comes out on February 12th. I know nothing. Okay, I know nothing about Zoolander. Not a thing. I have no idea about the world, the universe. Not a thing. So I'm not the guy to ask about that. I'm probably not going to go see that because I haven't seen the first one, but oh well. So moving into March, on March 4th, we have a sequel. I don't know why we're getting the sequel. I really don't know why we're getting this sequel. London Has Fallen. The sequel to Olympus Has Fallen. That's right. They had to bring down the White House in D.C. in Olympus Has Fallen. That wasn't good enough. Now they got to take down London in London Has Fallen. Same cast. Morgan Freeman, Gerard Butler, Aaron Eckhart. I think they're all back. I don't know. Olympus Has Fallen is just the classic Die Hard ripoff. It wasn't a bad movie, but it wasn't that great. I don't know why we're getting London Has Fallen, but we are. Zootopia comes out on March 4th. I believe this is one or two of Disney's films coming out this year. And I'll be honest, I'm not crazy about this movie, but that one trailer where they're in the bank and the slots are going so slow, or whatever they're doing. They're trying to run a license plate. They're at the DMV, I think. So damn funny. It cracks me up every time I see it in the theater. So that seems interesting, I guess. I don't know if I'm going to see that. March 18th, we got 2 movies. One I don't want to be excited for because I didn't like the last movie. One I definitely want to go see. The first one is the Divergent series Allegiant. Thank God they're not splitting this movie into 2 parts. And every other movie that's done that. What was a movie that does that? Harry Potter's done it. Twilight's done it. Everything has done it. Hunger Games did it. Didn't need to do it. Thank God they're not splitting Divergent, the last one, into 2 parts. Now, I didn't care for Insurgent. I don't know where Allegiant's going. If I do go see it, I hope it concludes well and it ends the series well, because I don't think we need a third. I didn't think we needed a third movie. That's just me. But that's coming out on the 18th. Also coming out on the 18th is Jeff Nichols' newest movie, Midnight Special. I don't know too much about this movie, but I do know it stars Michael Shannon, who he worked on for Take Shelter, which I haven't seen yet, but I would like to see that. The reason why I'm excited for this is just because Jeff Nichols is attached to it, and he directed Mud, my favorite film of 2013. I really loved Mud, so I'm really excited to see where this is going to go. I know it involves a young boy. I think it's the young boy from St. Vincent, but don't get me wrong, that he was good in that movie, by the way. And I think it involves the kid has some sort of like powers or something, and Michael Shannon is involved in some way. I didn't watch the trailer. I think I watched it once in a theater, but I don't remember it too well. But I'm looking forward to it because Jeff Nichols is directing. So moving on, March 25th is by far one of the biggest movies of the year. They pushed it up all the way to March because they wanted to release it in May for the start of the summer movie season, but Marvel said, nope, not happening. Therefore, we have Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice coming out on March 25th. Now, I was really, really hyped for this movie until I saw the second trailer. And I know a lot of people were saying, oh, this is going to be a flop. This is going to suck. It's the first time we're seeing Batman and Superman on the big screen. I'm definitely excited for it. I can't wait to see what Ben Affleck's going to bring to the table as Batman. I just think the movie is really overstuffed with too many characters, and I think the last trailer gave too much away. I didn't do a reaction or review it. I like the beginning of the trailer, but then they just start giving everything away, the Doomsday and just everything, and I'm just like, why are they showing us the whole movie? Please don't be like Terminator Genesis or something and just spoil the entire thing in the trailer, and I think it did. That being said, I really hope this is good, though. I really want Batman v Superman to be good. It's probably still going to be on my most anticipated list, on my top 5. And then also coming out on March 25th, is a movie I haven't seen the original film to. There's a lot of sequels coming out this year. One of them is My Big Fat Greek Wedding 2. I've not seen the first one, but they're making a sequel to it. It comes out on March 25th. There you go. Moving into April, we have The Boss, starring Melissa McCarthy on April 1st. I'm assuming that's going to be a comedy. I'm not a Melissa McCarthy fan. Really haven't been at all. Don't really care for her, but what are you going to do? She's got a new comedy. Also coming out, moving on to April 15th, we have The Jungle Book. Jon Favreau is directing, and I did see the trailers, and I gotta say, they look pretty awesome. The CGI looks stunning. Other than that, the trailers haven't really shown me much because they're really just... I do like how they're not giving much away. They're just really setting up the movie and showing us how good it looks. So I'm really excited for The Jungle Book, though. I really hope it is good. Also coming out April 15th is another sequel to an original film that came out years ago that I haven't seen, and that is Barbershop: The Next Cut. Ice Cube is back. I don't know if Common was in the first one, but he's in the second one. I saw the trailer for it. I haven't seen the first, so I'm probably not going to see the second. April 22nd, add this onto the list of most unnecessary sequels of this year. The Huntsman Winter's War. That's the sequel to Snow White and the Huntsman. Why are we getting a sequel to that movie? The first Snow White and the Huntsman was okay. Admittedly, I own it on Blu-ray. Why? I don't know. I have never rewatched it. But it stars Chris Hemsworth. Charlize Theron is back. They're the only two back. Jessica Chastain is stepping into the role. Obviously, Kristen Stewart's out. Apparently, this has nothing to do with Snow White anymore. So I don't even know the point. But we're getting it. Moving into May, definitely May 6th, the kickoff of the summer movie season. I cannot wait for this movie. It's definitely on my top 5. Captain America Civil War is coming out. I am psyched. The first trailer was awesome. It's not giving too much away. I know they're going to release another trailer. If they do, don't do what Batman v Superman did to ruin the whole thing. I'm really pumped for this, though. The only thing I'm worried about, like Batman v Superman, I think there's a lot of characters in this movie, and that's the only thing I think could hurt the movie. But with the Russo brothers directing it, who directed Captain America Winter Soldier, which is just amazing in every sense of the word, I have strong faith in them. Coming out on May 13th, we have a movie that was supposed to come out in 2015, around Christmas time, got pushed back. It's Oliver Stone's biopic called Snowden. It's the tale on Edward Snowden. Joseph Gordon-Levitt is playing Edward Snowden. It also stars Shailene Woodley. I'm looking forward to this. I know very little about Edward Snowden. I'm the type of guy who I've never researched him. I don't know a ton about what happened, the controversies he was involved in and whatnot. I did not see the documentary Citizen 4, so I am excited to see this by Oliver Stone. I hope it'll be pretty good. Coming out on May 20th is another sequel. I like this first film. I don't know why we're getting a sequel, though. That's Neighbors 2 Sorority Rising. That was the comedy from 2014 with Seth Rogen and Zac Efron. I would assume both are going to be back, and Rose Byrne. I'll go see it. I don't know why we're getting another one, though. We didn't need a sequel. That movie was a perfectly good standalone film, and I don't think it's going to be good. I haven't even seen a trailer, but I don't think it's going to be good because we don't need a sequel. May 20th, also coming out on May 20th, we have Angry Birds. Now, a lot of people are like, why are we just getting an Angry Birds movie now? I don't know. I've never played the game myself, but I know that Angry Birds have been around for a couple of years now. A lot of people are saying it's a little late to get an Angry Birds movie. I don't know. I probably won't be going to see it anyway, so there you go. May 27th. Oh, man, definitely one of my most anticipated of the year. X-Men Apocalypse. I cannot wait for X-Men Apocalypse. Bryan Singer, man, knows what he is freaking doing with the X-Men. I loved Days of Future Past so much. It might be one of my favorite X-Men movies in the entire series. I cannot wait to see what he's going to do with Apocalypse. Oscar Isaac as Apocalypse. The entire First Class cast in their respective roles. I can't wait for it. I think it's going to be awesome. X-Men Apocalypse on the 27th. Also coming out on the 27th, Alice Through the Looking Glass, the sequel to Alice in Wonderland. I think, did Tim Burton direct the 2010 one with Mia Wasikowska and Johnny Depp? I don't know. I probably won't go see it. June 3rd, we have the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles sequel. This is less than 2 years, and we're already getting another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. The first one was not good. But Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, Out of the Shadows. I've seen bits of the trailer. I'm not looking forward to it. I don't think I'm looking forward to it at all. Yeah, why are we getting it? I don't know. Why? Because the first one made a lot of money. Coming out on June 10th, we have The Conjuring 2, The Enfield Experiment. Now, I'm looking forward to this. They just released the trailer. I have not yet seen it, but I love the first Conjuring. I do not think James Wan is directing, which sucks. That being said, I hope it's good because I think Vera Farmiga is back. I don't know if Patrick Wilson's back. I believe he is. If he is, I have faith in it, okay? I hope it'll be a good horror movie. We need good horror, okay, Hollywood? Now You See Me 2 is coming out on June 10th. Haven't seen the first one. If you guys saw and liked the first one, go see the second one on June 10th. Also coming out on June 10th is Warcraft. The game, is it just for PC? I don't know. I know it's a really popular video game. I've never played it. I did see the first trailer. It looks cool. The CGI looks cool. That's all I have to say, really. June 17th, my childhood is coming back on the big screen. That's right, guys. Finding Dory, the sequel to Finding Nemo, releases on June 17th. One of my most anticipated of this year. I don't care if it's a Pixar sequel, and Pixar hasn't had the greatest track record with sequels. I don't care. I love Finding Nemo. That is my favorite animated movie ever made. Finding Dory is going to be awesome. Or at least I hope so. Okay, I cannot wait for that. June 24th, we have Independence Day Resurgence. It's getting a lot of mixed thoughts. I have not seen the original Independence Day, which I believe I have to watch it before the new one comes out, obviously. But I don't know how people react to this new one. Jeff Goldblum is back. Liam Hemsworth. They kicked out Will Smith. So we'll see where this goes. I'm curious nonetheless. Now, July 1st, we got a couple of movies. One of them I'm definitely looking forward to, but I have no idea why they're releasing this on July 1st. We have Steven Spielberg is releasing another movie. He just did Bridge of Spies. Now he's doing this movie. The BFG, based on the very popular Roald Dahl book. I did not read. That was one of the only Roald Dahl books I did not read growing up. I'm definitely looking forward to it because I saw the teaser trailer and that looks pretty awesome. But with Spielberg behind the camera doing a family film, I'm there, guys. Coming out the day before my birthday, no less. I'm there. Also coming out on July 1st, we have the third Purge film, The Purge 3. I gotta say, the second one was a lot better than the first. The first one sucked. And then we had The Legend of Tarzan. So two Disney-related movies. Legend of Tarzan stars Alexander Skarsgård. I forget who else is in it. I just know he's Tarzan. July 15th, we have Paul Feig's take on Ghostbusters. The entire female Ghostbusters cast. I don't know two of the actresses, but I know Melissa McCarthy and who's the other one? Kristen Wiig are two of the lead roles. I'm not a fan of this idea. I don't know why we're getting a female Ghostbusters cast. I don't think we need a female Ghostbusters. If it's good and it works, all power to them. And I have nothing against women or women taking over a role that men played in the 80s with the original Ghostbusters. I have no problem with that. I just don't like the idea. I'm not a huge Melissa McCarthy fan, as I've said earlier in this video. Kristen Wiig is cool, but I don't know. I'm not sold on it. I gotta see a trailer, though. I really hope that it'll surprise me. July 22nd, why are they still making these movies? Ice Age Collision Course. They're making another Ice Age movie. This gotta be like the 5th one. Okay, just stop. Stop milking off the Ice Age franchise. The first one was excellent. I didn't see the rest because I don't think we need any more. Alright? Why do they have to keep making them? I don't know why they're still making them. I don't know why people are still paying money for it. I mean, they're making a lot of money. That's why they keep making them. Like an insane, absurd amount of money. So, I don't know. Also coming out on July 22nd is the third film in the Star Trek series, Star Trek Beyond. Justin Lin is directing, no longer J.J. Abrams, because J.J. was, as we all know, busy with Star Wars. I'm not going to see it because I haven't seen the other two Star Trek. I know nothing about Star Trek, and that's not I'm not going to get into Star Trek just for Star Trek Beyond. I just did that with Star Wars this past summer, so no, I'm done. And finally, the fifth film in the Bourne, the popular spy series, the Bourne series. You know, Jason Bourne. It's coming out on July 29th. And why everyone's getting pumped for this movie? Because Matt Damon and Paul Greengrass, director, are back. They are co-teaming up for Bourne 5. Bourne Legacy had Jeremy Renner and a director I don't know. So I think a lot of people are really hyping this one up because they love the second and third Bourne films. I've only seen the first Bourne. I got to rewatch that because I've seen it a long time ago and I don't remember it. I got to rewatch that, watch 2, 3, and 4 so I can watch 5. I'll probably do what I did for Mission Impossible. That comes out July 29th, right around the same time Rogue Nation came out this year in 2015. August, I have one movie to talk about. It's another comic book movie. It's DC's second film of the year, and that is Suicide Squad. Now, I did see the trailer for Suicide Squad, and I know very little about the DC universe. I know they're trying to start their own DCU, just like Marvel's doing. And people are bitching that, oh, they're starting too early, you know, they're jumping into it too quickly. Maybe they are, I don't know. I hope it works out for them because I'd love to see them be successful. Why not? I'll definitely go see this movie. I have no idea about most of the characters. Obviously the only character I know of, or the only characters I know of are the Joker and Harley Quinn. That's all, the only two. I don't know anybody else in this movie. I don't know their characters. I've never heard of them. But I'm still going to go see it because it's a comic book movie and I'm a nerd like that, so why not? Moving into September, I got 2 movies to talk about. One of them is a biopic on Captain Charles Sullenberger, or Sullenberger, I'm not sure. And it's called Sully, and the film is directed by Clint Eastwood. It's about the pilot who landed an aircraft that got, I think, a bunch of birds flew into the engines, and there was a malfunction. He landed the plane on the Hudson River and saved the lives of like 400 some odd people. It's being directed by Clint Eastwood, so that's cool, and it's starring Tom Hanks, so I'm there. I'm a huge Hanks fan. So I'm definitely going to see that. And I remember hearing about that story a few years ago when it happened, because I live in New York, so there you go, Hudson River. Happened pretty close to where I live, so I think that's really cool. I'm definitely excited for that. And also coming out in September 23rd, we have Antoine Fuqua's newest film. Has an interesting plot about, I think, a group of American soldiers are protecting this Mexican village. I want to say that's the synopsis I read. It's called The Magnificent Seven. Stars Denzel Washington, Ethan Hawke. Antoine Fuqua is a good director. I like his work. The Equalizer was cool. I like Training Day. I don't think he's always a perfect director. I think some of his movies are eh. Olympus is Fallen, I think he directed that. That was eh. Southpaw was eh. But, you know, The Equalizer is cool. Training Day is cool. So I'm looking forward to The Magnificent Seven. The man's a good director. I think just the scripts sometimes don't always work for the guy. But other than that, I'm going to probably go see that. October 7th, we have another comic book movie. That's right, we are getting Gambit, starring Channing Tatum. That's if they don't push it back anymore, because I remember that they were going through a lot of problems. Channing Tatum was on and off the project. So hopefully it'll pull through and we'll get it. October 21st, we are getting a sequel to Jack Reacher, finally. Jack Reacher, Never Go Back. The first Jack Reacher, which starred Tom Cruise, I really liked the first Jack Reacher. I thought it was refreshing. I thought it was fun. It was entertaining. I loved Cruise in the role. I can't wait for the second Jack Reacher. I'm definitely going to go see that. October 21st, we are also getting Ouija 2. Remember the horror movie, board game movie called Ouija that came out in like 2010 and 2014? And it was so bad. Yeah, we're getting a second one because that one made so much money. Thanks, America. I have not seen that, so don't Don't blame me. November 4th, we are getting another comic book movie, and that is Doctor Strange, starring Benedict Cumberbatch. That looks pretty interesting. That's Marvel's second film of the year. I know nothing about Doctor Strange, not a thing. But I'll go see it because it's Marvel. Why not? November 18th. Now, this I'm intrigued for. This I'm really intrigued for. The newest film in the Harry Potter universe. That's right, another Harry Potter-esque related film. The character Harry Potter, I don't think is specifically in the film because it's set in a completely different time period. But I'm looking forward to it because it's in the Harry Potter universe. And that is Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Now, they released a very brief teaser trailer not too long ago. It looked interesting. Eddie Redmayne is in the lead role. I'm definitely going to go see it opening day. Probably going to make a lot of money, so I'm looking forward to it. November 23rd, we're getting a sequel to Bad Santa, that movie with that Christmas R-rated movie with Billy Bob Thornton, Bad Santa 2. Yay? Nah? I don't know. And then we're getting Disney's newest Disney second film, Moana, on November 23rd. I know very little about it. Again, guys, I don't know a ton about Oscar contenders and whatnot towards the end of the year because we just started 2016. And finally in December, I got 4 more movies to talk about. I'll bang them out real quick. First one coming out, tentatively scheduled for December 2nd, is The Strangers 2. The sequel to The Strangers, the 2008 horror movie. 2 questions. 1, why are we getting this movie now, 8 years later? 2, why are we getting it in December? So I immediately have bad feelings about The Strangers 2. I don't know why we're not getting it in October. I hope it's not one of those movies that gets pushed to January, next January. Okay, and it's just going to be a total flop because I love the first Strangers. I don't think we need a sequel, but we're getting one. December 16th, we have definitely one of my most anticipated of the year, and that is Rogue One, a Star Wars story. This is sort of a prequel to... is it a prequel? I think it's a prequel to A New Hope, or is it... Yeah, I think it's a prequel to A New Hope. The events of A New Hope, episode 4. It's about like a ragtag team of characters. I don't know all that about it, but I'm definitely looking forward to it because The Force Awakens was so awesome, and now we're getting a Star Wars film, one a year, okay, for the next couple of years. So definitely looking forward to it. December 21st, we have another video game-esque movie, Assassin's Creed, starring Michael Fassbender. I've never played the video game, but I'm assuming it's going to be good. Michael Fassbender's great, so that's cool. And finally, Christmas Day, December 25th, we're getting a Jumanji remake. As you can tell, I'm not happy about that. Why? Because we don't need one. There you have it, guys, okay? That is 2016 in movies, but before I go, I know I'm 27 minutes in. I'm sorry, guys. I have to give you guys my picks for my top 5 most anticipated movies of 2016, okay? Starting off the list, let's go from one film that just missed the list, guys, okay? And that is Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Just missed it, almost. I wanted to put it on, but all these other films had to knock it off. So, coming in at number 5, for me, is Batman v Superman. I still have it high up on the list because I want it to be good. I know the trailer sucked, the new one sucked, but I want it to be good. I want it to kick ass. I want it to be the Batman and Superman movie we deserve as a group of fans. Coming in at number 4 is Rogue One, a Star Wars story. Can't wait for it, guys. Okay, I know very, very little about it. I gotta go brush up my knowledge on that, but I'm definitely looking forward to it regardless because it's Star Wars. Why not? Coming in at number 3, X-Men Apocalypse, baby. I cannot wait for it. Bryan Singer is gonna kill it yet again. Might even outdo himself from Days of Future Past, which is tough because I love that movie, so I cannot wait to see how it's going to go. X-Men Apocalypse is number 3. Number 2 is Captain America Civil War. I cannot wait for Civil War. Again, my only fear, like Batman v Superman, is it's going to be too overstuffed. I really hope that's not the case. I really want Civil War to kick ass, and I hope it will. And I think it will, okay? The trailer was awesome. We're getting Black Panther, Captain America, Iron Man, Everybody is, Ant-Man is going to be in it, Hawkeye, Black Widow, everybody is, it's basically Avengers 3, okay? But I'm definitely looking forward to it. And finally, my #1 most anticipated movie of 2016 is a movie I've only seen a teaser for. I know very little about this movie. It's a sequel, and the only reason why it's #1 is because the first movie means so much to me. I said it earlier. Finding Dory is my most anticipated movie of 2016. I can't wait for it. Point blank. Pixar, a sequel to Finding Nemo. All of the old voice cast is back. Albert Brooks, Ellen DeGeneres. It's centered on Dory, one of my favorite Pixar characters ever. It's my most anticipated of the year. I can't wait for it. So there you have it, guys. That was my 2016 movie guide, and also my picks for my most anticipated movies of 2016. I think this is going to be a good year. I hope we're going to get even better. I hope this year blows 2015 out of the water. I think it will in terms of comic book movies. We just got to wait and see for ourselves. So guys, I know I'm 30 minutes in. The question is now up to you. What are you guys looking forward to in 2016? What movies can you not wait to see? And I know there are a lot I didn't even mention. There are a lot I just left off the list. It's still early on. I know Martin Scorsese is going to probably release a new film towards the end of the year. A24 is going to release a couple of films. I know they have one coming out in February, The Witch. I left a lot of them off the list because I don't know too much about them, and we haven't been given many details about them and whatnot. That being said, hopefully this is going to be a great year, guys. I feel it. I hope you guys feel it as well. So, guys, let me know down below in the comments. As always, thank you so much for watching. And, again, let me know what you are looking forward to in 2016. Give me your thoughts, your feedback, your comments. Give me a list of your top 5 most anticipated. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye.